Hello everyone, my name is Juri Yoneyama and I'm from Fribourg, France. It's my pleasure to be here today to present our work titled Measuring the Impact of Objects Physicalization, Avatar Appearance, and Their Consistency on Pick-and-Place Performance in Augmented Reality. Let me introduce our motivation. AR enables interaction with both real and virtual objects. However, few studies have explored interactions that alternate between these two types of objects. As a result, how people shift when switching between real and virtual objects, as well as the impact of this switching, remains unclear. As AR continues to expand across various fields, understanding this phenomenon is crucial for establishing empirical foundation that inform the design of efficient and user-friendly AR interactions. Now, imagine interacting alternately between real and virtual objects. What factors influence this interaction? Through our literature review, we hypothesize that both haptic feedback from the object and the appearance of the hand could significantly impact interaction performance. In the study shown in the left figure, the authors conducted a manipulation task to compare across three conditions. The first image shows a condition where a physical cube was overlaid with a virtual cube and manipulated by a real hand. The second image shows a virtual cube manipulated using a controller, while the last image shows the virtual cube manipulated by a real hand. In this study, the first and second condition provided haptic feedback, leading to better performance in these conditions. Now, let's look at the second figure on the right. In this study, the authors conducted a collision avoidance task. The first image represents the condition without an avatar hand, while the second image shows semi-transparent avatar hand, and third image is an avatar hand with only bones and joints. The results show that displaying an avatar hand enhances performance when interacting with virtual objects in AR. Based on the factors considered to influence alternate interaction, our research question is, what is the impact of consistency between hand and object representation when alternately manipulating virtual and real objects? To investigate this, we conducted a pick-and-place task based on physical with 21 participants. We designed 7 conditions by combining 2 independent variables, hand appearance and object modality. In the next slide, we will take a closer look at these 7 conditions. Let's start with our first condition for pick-and-place task. We employ 2 independent variables, hand type and object type. Here, both the hand and object are real. Please look at the video. Participants perform a task where they pick up and place real can along the circumferences of circle using their real hand. I will present all the conditions in the following slide, but the task is similar in all conditions. This is the second condition. The hand is virtual while the object is real. This is the third condition. The hand is real while the object is virtual. This is the fourth condition. Both the hand and object are virtual. So, this is a condition we aim to explore. The hand representation changes depending on the object type. So for the object, we use both real and virtual objects. Please take a look at this video, where you can see the real and virtual object placed alternately, with the hand representation changing depending on the object type. This is the sixth condition. The hand is real while the objects are both real and virtual. This is the last condition. The hand is virtual while the objects are both real and virtual. We have a total of 7 conditions with 2 hand type and 2 object modality. To evaluate performance, we measure two factors. The first factor is pick and place time. The time for picking refers to the duration from the release of previous object to the pick of the current object. The time for placing refers to the duration from picking the object to placing it to the next location. And the second factor is hand speed. We also analyze these dependent variables based on different phases, the total phase, the ballistic phase, and the corrective phase. Here are the results of our study. Due to the limited time for this presentation, I will briefly highlight some key findings. One of our hypotheses was the completion time would be faster in the real object condition compared to the virtual and composite object condition. This is because real objects provide haptic feedback, which influence task performance. This figure shows the comparison of total task time across the 7 conditions I mentioned earlier. As you can see, the task time is faster when the object is real. Therefore, our hypothesis was supported. We confirmed that the physicalization of the object has a significant impact on performance. Another hypothesis was the completion time would be faster in the hybrid hand condition compared to the virtual and real hand conditions. This hypothesis, based on previous studies, highlighting the consistency between the hand and object, affects performance. Look at this figure among these 3 conditions with composite object. There are no significant difference. Therefore, we concluded that the avatar representation of the hand has little effect on performance. The third hypothesis is that real hand, real object condition will result in faster task completion time than the real hand composite object condition. Look at this figure. This figure shows the data for interaction involving only real object. The ballistic time was faster for the real hand, real object condition compared to the composite object condition. However, this was not observed in virtual object condition. Therefore, we conclude that alternating between virtual and real object interaction negatively impacts the ability to interact with real objects. We have several limitations. As you saw in the video, there is occlusion during real object grasping. Additionally, due to the MetaQuest 3's camera access limitation, we determined pick and place time based on hand speed. These are the main limitations in our study. For future work, we plan to investigate the impact of object shape and task time. Additionally, to address the lack of haptic feedback, we will explore virtual augmentations, such as visual cues indicating the contact zone between the hand and virtual object. In conclusion, our study investigates the impact of hand representation and object modality consistency during alternating interaction with virtual and real objects. We found several interesting results, and I will highlight 3 key findings. Firstly, physicalization of object, meaning haptic feedback, plays an important role. Secondly, hand representation has little effect on performance. Finally, alternating between virtual and real object interaction negatively affects performance with real objects. These results suggest that our study provides key factors to consider in the design of future AR interactions. Thank you for your attention.